welcome back to the Keyboard Road Warrior series with me, Movie Scout 007, where we play Euro Truck Simulator 2 with just a laptop and keyboard, more importantly. So we had a bit of a disaster at the end of the beginning of the last journey, and you didn't get to see it, which is a shame. But we were going to move on. We completed that job. So now we've got to get some rest, make some repairs, and then we've got to find a new job. It's annoying. It's really annoying. You so far you haven't missed a single moment of anything that I've done. And then due to the way, I've no idea why it suddenly changed the way it's moved files, but it refused to move the file in the way that it normally does, and so as a result I lost. Because what I was doing is I was that was lucky. Oh, this is really laggy. This is really laggy. So let's repair. Let's move on and repair. So I'm going to be really careful how I how I move files from the iPhone, because essentially I was just I was cutting and pasting. 1,376. That's actually, all things considered, not too bad, considering I beat the crap out of a Eurostar train. Okay. And let's get some rest and we'll pick a new job. Ooh. Yeah, I knew that had to be a lorry there. There always is. So engine off, sleep. No, I don't want to drive at night. You guys can't see very much if I drive at night. Okay, so let's pick a new job. So we're in Portsmouth, which is one of the 2 new cities in the UK that was added by the new Northern France ProMod edition. Obviously, the other one is Croydon, which isn't strictly speaking a city. It's a town outside. Oh yes! Portsmouth is giving us the opportunity to drive that trailer that I was talking about. Although I can't remember whether I was talking about it on the bit of the journey that you didn't get to see. But anyway, it's I believe that's 2 Volvos. So we're going to get to drive a trailer carrying 2 Volvos. So engine on. I think it's still dark enough to require. Actually, have I? Oh no! Brake! So I was concentrating on the. Yeah, it's better. Right, let's head back to Stokes, actually, who we just dropped off disaster load to. And, yeah, the stuff coming. So, oh, we're being let out. That's cool, that's wonderful. Thank you to Mr. Transit. That's totally unrealistic. A transit van would never let us out. But I'm not going to complain. Hang on, before we do that, let's take a screenshot of our load, as is my wont. So, where are we? Let's get the screenshot lined up. Let's get the map lined up, actually, so that we can see the place we're going to. And then there we go. Alright. So, let's go pick up our load. take that, and then we'll go and pick it up. This is really laggy. I've got to feel. Oh, hello. There's extra pallets in the yard. That's not cool. That's possibly ProMods wanting to make. Whoops. Figuring that the game was too easy and wanting to make it a little bit more of a challenge for us. So it should be boom. And we've hooked the load up, and we're off to Norway with our load. So let's have a quick look at our load. It's Volvos. It's two Volvos. It's the sleeper version of in fact, it's the same lorry that we're driving here. It's the sleeper cab rather than the Globetrotter or the Globetrotter XL, and it's the same bogie as well. It's the 4x2. So 4 at the back, 2 at the front. Excellent. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Let's get back in the cab. And let's make our way. So, anybody going to let us out? Actually, we only need to look in that direction. Wait for the prefab buildings sides to pass by. Someone's got to let us out. Someone is. So what I was talking about in the part of the video that you'll never see because it's gone forever. I was talking about when I get back to the UK, because obviously you guys know that I'm in. Excellent, he's let me out. I'm in New Zealand for a year. I'm in New Zealand for another 5 months. I am building up a bank of videos, so although I'm filming this on the 9th of January, you probably won't see this when you're watching it. If you're watching it when it first comes out, it's not January anymore. What I'm doing is, when I get back to the UK, I'm flying back to the UK earlier than my wife. I have to be back in the UK because my sabbatical period ends in the middle of May. But my wife has to stay on till June because they gave her financial assistance to help us move over here, and that financial assistance is depending on her staying, working there for over a year. So she started in May. She's going to stay until the beginning of June. So I have to go back on my own. I've got an iPad, and the laptop was really for my wife. It's our computer, our laptop, but really it's for her to get on the internet, do all of the usual sort of computery things, spreadsheets, writing reports and stuff. It was for her to use at home, and it has to stay here. I'm not going to leave my iPad here. I'm going to leave the computer here. So I'm going to be without a computer for a month, possibly 4 to 6 weeks, and which means that I'm not going to be able to create videos. I'm not going to be able to download videos. So what I'm going to do is set up videos. I'm going to upload a load of videos, and I'm going to set them to go public at regular intervals, and that way, while I'm without a computer, I can still provide content. But what I'm going to do when I get back is retrieve my G27 from the lockup in somewhere in London, and I'm going to obtain myself a couple of other pieces of tech. Well, obviously you know that I'm excited about getting a PS4. I'm also going to get a Track IR. You just saw me coming out of the loading yard in Portsmouth, and you saw how difficult that was, because I can't just swing my head from side to side and look like I would in a car. The track IR will do that for me, hopefully. And I know I watch a number of Twitch and YouTube ETS2 truck drivers who use track IR very successfully, and it seems to make the game much easier to play. The steering wheel and the track IR should transform this game. Then I'm going to start the process of I need to go down here, of obtaining components to build a gaming rig to play this. A gaming rig that should be future-proof for at least 4 years. I need to make it last 4 or 5 years, which means I need to go large. I need it to be able to play this game, and I need it to be able to stream at the same time without dropping frames, like this is dropping mad frames. I went all gangster there for a second. With my mad skills. There's nothing worse than a white boy trying to be gangster. It's very embarrassing for all concerned, and I'd apologise to all my family and friends for the shame that I bring upon... Ooh, I got caught up on the barrier. For the shame and humiliation I bring upon the family with my futile and feeble attempts to be gangster. So yes, I'm going to build a gaming rig. I'm going Haswell for the processor, because I want low temp. Because essentially, I want as quiet a PC as possible, but I don't want to go water cooling, because water cooling is utterly pointless. The best way to go silent is to get yourself a low power use CPU. Low power means lower temperature, meaning that you can have a quieter, smaller fan setup. So what the hope is I'll be able to get away with a 112mm fan, and the heatsink and fan unit on the PC, and that should do it. And then there won't be too much noise in the background of my streams and my videos, and that way I don't have to spend a lot of money on a pointlessly elaborate and frankly unnecessary cooling system. Obviously the motherboard will have to go with that. I wish I could go DDR5 on the memory, but DDR5 is not massively commercially available, and I can't find a motherboard for DDR5, and I suspect it's probably far too expensive to buy retail or OEM for an individual. I suspect you have to have Sony's money and Sony's quantities in order to justify DDR5. I mean, they clearly have gone all out to beat Microsoft. Oh, you're kidding me. No. That is so dangerous. If this was a real life... I need to give that guy some flash and some horn. Although he's gone. This is another reason why I want a steering wheel. The horn and the headlight flash I will assign to 2 buttons on the steering wheel, and then I don't have to worry about that nonsense. Oh, the joy of being able to do that from the steering wheel. The joy of having a steering wheel. See, this was what I was talking about. I love playing this game, but you can see my computer is doing something else in the background, and that is just lagging the hell out of this game. And that's not the keyboard's fault. That's just the fact that I've got a very low-powered laptop, comparatively low-powered laptop. I mean, this laptop is significantly more powerful than the first computer I ever bought. The first computer I ever bought was also a laptop from a now non-existent company called Time. and it had a massive 3 gigabyte hard drive, which I thought was huge and that I would never fill. And this thing has a 250 gig hard drive, and I'm struggling with that. But that's not because that's not a fault of the computer. That's just because software expands to fill the power consumption and the there's memory storage. I do wish those notifications wouldn't pop up. I get fed up with those on PSN. In fact, so fed up I turn them off. As nice as it is to know when a friend is online, it's a little irritating having a huge box just pop up. Gosh, this is so laggy. If I was playing a first-person shooter, I wouldn't get a shot and I'd be dead. I'm surprised I haven't crashed, given how laggy this is. I do apologise. I should have made sure that whatever was going on was finished before I started doing this. I didn't think. I just wanted to. I wanted to create some content. I wanted to make a video. I wanted to do some driving. And it never occurred to me that the other process would be so CPU intensive that it would cause serious problems to this. I'm a bit worried that I might be causing problems to the other process that's going on. But we're heading towards the sea. We're going to, I guess, Felixstowe would be my guess. Let's just quickly check the map. Are we going to Felixstowe? Yeah, indeed, we are going to Felixstowe. So we're heading at the moment to what is the M25, which is the ring road that circles Greater London. IKEA, that must have been popped in by ProMods. IKEA was never there. I think there's an IKEA. There's another IKEA somewhere, isn't there? Europa, I've never had. Yeah, there's another IKEA around here somewhere. Yes. So we're heading to the M25, and then I believe. Well, I know that we won't have to sleep during the take an extra sleep break during the drive, because that should be sorted out by the journey from Felixstowe to Esbjerg. Yes, when I finish this journey, I might shoot another one. Actually, no, I probably don't have time. But obviously the next journey won't be as laggy, hopefully, because I will have switched off whatever it was I was doing. Egypt. Yes. Well, did we get a speed limit there? I do need to pay more attention to speed limits. I know at the end of the last video I was so distraught that I wasn't actually paying attention to the speed. Oh crap! We just hit something. But for some reason the game doesn't think we did, or it didn't do enough damage to register as a percentage. Yes, I was so distracted and angry and upset. Yeah, we're back to national speed limit now. That I wasn't paying attention to speed limits. I wasn't looking out for speed cameras. Ooh, that's new. Those big illuminated signs. That's actually what you get in the UK. Those are genuine to the UK. Those big overhanging boards. I don't know whether they're LCD or whether there's those magnetic flip things. I think they're probably low-tech magnetic flip, where a magnet flips a little circular disc from either black to luminous orange, reflective yellow, and so you get and then it builds a message by arranging those little magnetic discs. this is so much more difficult to steer when it's not smooth, when it's laggy. I actually be glad when this journey's over, which is a shame. So yes, the prospect of having a spanking new gaming PC, having my G27, and having a head tracking system is filling me with deep joy and anticipation. Can't wait, actually. To be honest, it's the steering wheel for a start. The steering wheel for a start is going to make a tremendous difference. And obviously, because I have downloaded this game onto from Steam, I'm going to plug my computer into the big picture, into my TV. I've got a lovely big 50-inch TV at home, so I'm going to plug it in on big picture mode, and I'm going to drive with my G27. When I got my G27 beginning of 2011, and I didn't have anywhere to plonk it. Loan installment's gone out. Good. We want rid of those. I didn't have anywhere to sit it, so I had to go to. There's a kind of it's a shop, but essentially the larger part of the shop is invisible to the punter. The larger part of the shop is actually a warehouse. It's called Argos. And you flip through a catalogue, select the item you want, you pay for it, you hand over a ticket. Ooh, turned off my engine accidentally. You hand over a ticket, and then the warehouse staff in the warehouse select the item, and then you go and pick it up from one of 3 queues. It's an interesting shopping technique. And I've been in a number of countries, and I haven't seen it anywhere. They don't have anything like it here in New Zealand. I don't know if they have anything like it in the US or Australia. I wouldn't be able to speak with confidence about any other nation. But it'd be interesting to know in the comments below if you have a shop that provides a similar system, offers a similar system, works by a similar system. Sorry. Oh, whenever I do these videos, I always sound like a complete muppet, like an unintelligent, monosyllabic fool. But yes, there's a small shop front, and then underneath or at the back is a reasonably sized warehouse. It's an interesting system. Sometimes you can get a bargain, but half the goods are crap. Essentially, it's a shop for people that haven't got very much money, because it's about discounts. Because they don't have to. Another bloody notification. I'm getting pissed off with that. I need to find a way of disabling those notifications. Yes, where was I? I have no idea what I was talking about. Yeah, so anyway, the whole purpose of talking about that shop is that I had to go and get a really cheap object on which to clamp this steering wheel. My chosen item was a TV dinner table, one of those little things you pull up to while you're sitting on the sofa. Oh my goodness me, that was dreadful. That was really lucky no one was, that guy was far enough away that it didn't matter. I chose a TV dinner table, which was fine. It was a bit uncomfortable. Actually, the first thing I had it clamped to was a wooden dining chair. I had it clamped to a dining chair, which was deeply unsatisfying because I had to sit on a footstool in front of the dining table to play the game. And the first game I was playing it with was Gran Turismo 5 and Formula 1 2010. And deeply unsatisfying, deeply unsatisfying, because I was hunched over. It was very uncomfortable. And then I got the TV dinner table, which was a lot more comfortable, and I was able to use my desk chair because the TV dinner table was high enough. But I had to use the coffee table shoved up against the sofa to prevent the to prevent the desk chair from sliding back every time I pushed one of the pedals. Then my beautiful, wonderful wife last year bought me a gaming wheel stand, and that made all the difference. For a start, the gearbox could actually had an off-center place, to sit. Obviously, being Britain, I had the gearbox on the left. I think if I play this game, I might have to unscrew the table and swap it around so I can have the gearbox. And no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But being able to sit in front of the television with the wheel stand and the wheel and the pedals and everything was fantastic. Oh, we've got a speed limit of some description, and I don't know what it is because I didn't see it. But I'm going to drop my speed because I don't want a speed ticket, because I've managed to get through quite a bit of this journey without getting a speeding ticket yet. I've had a couple of prangs with minor objects, but no speeding tickets. Oh, I think that's wonderful that they've added those overhead signs. That's it's even more immersive. It's just like being on a motorway in the United Kingdom. What I wish they would do is I wish they would change the way that the motorways are laid out in the UK in this game, because they are what I'm doing now, where I am now on a 3-lane motorway. This is how 99% of UK motorways are. They are 3 lanes. But what happens with ProMods maps is when you have to turn off, they siphon off one of the lanes, and that's not how it works. How it works is, see that like that? That is completely wrong. When you go off, they add a fourth lane, a slip road, which peels off. So a motorway, 99% of the motorways in the UK do not lose a lane at junctions. They just don't. I'd love it if ProMods could fix that. That would be fantastic if they could shift the exits over. If they could move everything over. I know it's difficult because every time you shift a road, you have an impact on all. Have I missed a junction? I've missed a junction. Damn it! So busy chatting, I've missed a bleeding junction. Yeah, I need to get off here and see if I can get back. Damn it. Hopefully, it'll allow me to do that. Hopefully, it'll allow me to get back on track. We'll see. Well, there you go. That's what happens when you chinwag. Yeah, I think I should be all right. I don't think it'll really matter tremendously because they tend to give you a tremendous amount of leeway. I'm not picking I've not got the just-in-time deliveries. Let me just check. I've got 49 out, 48, 26. Yeah, I've got bags of time. Curses. Right, no, that's not helped me. That's not helped me even a little bit. I've missed something. Yeah. I need to get across the road, and I don't think there's a gap in the road to let me do it. Damn it. Is there going to be a gap? Well, that's annoying. Be nice if they put a little sort of gap in the barrier that I could drive through. It would be highly illegal in the real world, but it'd be really useful to me in this game. I know there are going to be people screaming at me because I'm straddling 2 lanes, but I'm trying to, just in case a gap occurs, I don't want someone shooting up inside me, and I want to keep the 2 outer lanes for myself so that I've got room to swing out. We might get a gap soon. Are we going to get a gap? Please give me a gap in the road barrier. Is that a gap? No, it's not a gap. Oh, please give me a... Well, the only positive coming out of this is that I am discovering part of the road network that I wouldn't have otherwise. This is infuriating. Alright, we've got some kind of lay-by coming up. I don't know whether that's because... Is the roads narrowing to single? If it narrows to a single, I'll probably get a break in the barrier. It's narrowing to a double. But still no gap in the barrier for me to scoot through. Darn it. I don't think that's going to happen. Ah, curses. I need some way of getting back on track. And let me have a look at the map again. I think I'm going to have to go to Cambridge. God, oh, this is annoying. I think I'm going to have to go to Cambridge. Oh no, I think I can do it at this junction. Yeah, I think I can do it at the next junction on the M11. I just have to be careful which exit I take. So, we've got a junction coming up. So yes, so I got the wheel stand, I got the big TV, and I was using a desk chair. That's not an ideal solution because the desk chair doesn't sit still. And also it was a very cheap one, so it wasn't massively comfortable. More comfortable than what I'm using now. I'm using a dining room table. I'm playing this on a dining room table, which is very unsatisfactory. We've got to keep an eye out for the signs to Felixstowe. So let's do that. Okay, yeah, I know I'm going the wrong way. Thank you for pointing that out to me. So I need to go underneath the road. And then, yes, so I'm going to peel off here. And then hopefully there'll be a left turn, which will allow me to peel off under the road. And go back the way I came, which will be the quickest solution. Going to Cambridge would not be a very swift solution. It would be a very unswift solution. Right, do we have a right turn? Do we have a right turn? Yes, we have a right turn. Excellent. We can get back on track. There's always a solution, people. Never give up. Never give in. Never surrender, as Tim Allen would say. Right, let's avoid the grass, because the grass tends to add damage to your lorry. Oh no, I can't avoid it. Damn it. No, we got away with it. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that. And I have a fly in the room. If the screen goes temporarily blurry, it's because a fly has flown in front of the camera, and it's focusing on the fly, not on the screen, which is infuriating. We seem to have upped our... No, it was a brief respite. Our frame rate still sucks. It would be nice if I could get a 60 FPS frame rate on this on my new computer. That will be the aim, to get as good a card as I possibly can for the money I have available. So what I'm going to do, I've got a cabinet, a PC case, which I'm going to reuse. It's not a particularly expensive one, so but that doesn't matter. It's as long as the screw holes are in the same place, that's all that matters. I need to replace the motherboard because I've got an old AGP motherboard, and I need a PCIe motherboard because all of the new graphics cards are PCIe. I want as modular. I mean, the case I've got is quite modular, which is quite good. I want a hybrid hard drive to run the system. An SSD hard drive to run the system software off, and then I'm going to get multi-terabyte drives to store things like photos, music, videos. What I want is to start buying my movies on and music on digitally in a standard format like MP4 or a MPEG-4, whatever is the highest possible quality, whatever is compatible with Blu-ray. There's nothing, actually, to be honest, I don't think there is anything compatible with Blu-ray at the moment, so I'll probably just rip the Blu-rays, having bought them, rip the Blu-rays and then put the Blu-ray boxes in storage until the new digital formats start to match. What I'll do is probably I'll buy one every now and again just to see how the quality's coming. We're also the missus and I are going to get a TV service with an on-demand facility, so that we can watch what we want when we want to watch it without having to buy it. The wife likes to watch stuff, but she doesn't really like to own it, because she probably only watch it once, and she's unlikely, unless she becomes fanatical about it, like she did about something like The Lion King, which she was sure when she was little, and that sort of thing makes an impact on you when you're little. I love it. Keep your distance. That is something. Keep your distance. Tired, take a break. These are the sort of messages that appear on those boards unless there's been an accident, and then they tell you about accidents. Oh, this is fantastic. I love it. I don't know whether, actually, it might be an SSC update, because or maybe it's a Steam. No, it's got to be a ProMod update. I need to go need to get on the ProMods website and the SSC blog and find out which of them has added that, and congratulate them on it, because everything that gets added that like that creates a level of immersion which makes this game that bit more satisfying to play. It's one of those. It's a wonderful it's a wonderful thing to be to have something to do that's so enjoyable that you just lose all track of time doing it. I have that with reading when I'm on the tube going to work in the UK, because I live in London when I'm in the UK. I have a journey that at peak hours can be an hour long. It can be 25 minutes off peak, but on peak it can be an hour long, depending on signals and level of traffic. And when I say traffic, I mean people getting on and off the tube. It can take an hour, and having something to do that sort of takes you out of there. I was talking. I don't know. Yes, it's probably another thing that's lost to the ethos. Having having the map without those yellow barriers to prevent you from going down slip roads. That's what I hope that SCS are aiming for, and I know what ProMods are aiming for. It kicks down the fourth wall. The fourth wall by the what the hell? Overtake me, and then chug along at ridiculously slow. Oh, I see. Speed camera. I wonder what the speed is. Oh well, we'll do the same to you. So yes, I was saying I have a long tube journey, and having something to do on that tube journey that sort of that relieves the boredom, that in fact makes the journey a pleasure, is an absolute must. When I get back, another thing I want to pick up is a PS. I've got a lot of expenses when I get back. One of the things I want to pick up is a PS Vita. I want to be able to play. I want to be able to play games on the go. They're touting this thing called this wireless gaming thing. It's a nonsense. I mean, the tube doesn't have wireless, so I won't be able to play that anyway. But they started out saying that you'd be able to. It's called remote play, actually. Now that I think about it, they started out by just saying remote play. Look, you can play your PS4 game on your PS Vita, and then they've started to come clean and say, well, actually, as long as you're in the Wi-Fi of your house, you can play it. So. Yeah, okay. But there are a bunch of games, these cross-play games, where you pick up your save on you play it on your PS4, then you save that, then you open your Vita, get the save, and then when you leave the house you can carry on where you left off. Whoa! I don't want to crush that little white car. Alright, let's go out in that lane now that he's... We should be near Felixstowe soon. I think I can... well, we're on the M25 now, aren't we? Oh, we're on the A120. Of course we are. I remember seeing the A120 sign, the green sign with the yellow... Alright, how many of these can we get by before we hit someone? That's how many. Yeah, he's not brake checking me, he's actually helping me get down to the speed limit. So yes, as I said, PS4, PS Vita, Track IR, collect my G27 and my big 50-inch from the lockup, and then when the wife gets back, start buying the components to build a gaming rig for this game. So what I'll probably do is I will continue playing this on once my wife has arrived. Whoa, oh gosh, I did have to change lane. I would have smacked into the back of him. Once the wife gets back, I will have built up enough of a catalogue to download, to put on YouTube, to cover the months that I am unable to get access to this laptop. Hopefully, when the missus arrives back in the UK, she's brought the laptop back with her, I will carry on. The aim is to get this profile to level 150, which is, I think, the upper limit. It's when they stop. I don't know when the upgrades stop. The skill upgrades stop. Oh, are you kidding me? What am I doing? 60k, which is, yeah, it's like 2 or 3k over the limit. That's sad. That makes me sad. £440 needlessly wasted. Right, let's get on the boat. Let's get on the boat, and then we will continue our journey. Right, so we're going to go to Esbjerg, because that's the shortest distance, and we get a sleep if we do that. So that would be the logical way to go. So we are back in mainland Europe. We don't need our lights. Oh no, engine was still on. So let's go. Where were we going again? What's our destination? Our destination takes us from Aarhus, Aalborg. Oh, hello. Another ferry, so Herschel's to Kristiansand. Okay. So, let's go. I'm pretty sure I know what that translation means, which is a tiny bit depressing, but there we go. Look how much smoother our journey is now. Guess why? In the interest of full disclosure, I paused the video before we embarked. I allowed what was going on to finish, shut it all down, and result, look at that. Oh, isn't that wonderful? So it's a lot smoother. Alright, let's go. We should have time to get out before the vehicle behind us comes out. Oh, yeah, so much easier to drive when you're not fighting the frame rate. Alright, we made an error. We parked behind. We stopped behind someone turning left. That's fine, easily corrected. Oh my goodness me, that's so much more pretty. Imagine it. I mean, and this is probably 20 frames a second. Imagine how much it's got to be at 24. Imagine how smoother it's going to be when it's 60 frames a second. It's going to be astonishing. I can actually make real-time changes to the direction I'm travelling because I'm not fighting the frame rate. I'm not. Stuff's not happening between frames. So as you can imagine, I am tremendously excited about this change to a new computer that's going to happen at some point this year. At some point in June, July. Well, I'm going to start buying the components. My Haswell CPU is going to cost me about £300. My motherboard is going to cost me about £100. Probably talking a couple of £100 each. Well, probably talking about £300 for the SSD hard drive. Probably talking a couple of £100 each for the multi-terabyte hard drives, because I'm going to want one just for video and one for my music collection, because my music collection is going to be large. It's probably I want a hard drive that's going to last me for a little while for the music. Although I can probably get away with a terabyte. I think my music collection is okay at the moment. It's only taking up 40 gigs, so I can probably get away with a terabyte for the music. But my video one is going to have to be massive. It's going to have to be very, very large. We're probably talking 4 or 5 terabytes just for starters. Actually, I'm probably going to want a multi-terabyte hard drive for each series. So my keyboard Road Warrior one's going to be probably 2 terabytes. My Logitech, well, I'm going to wait until I've got the decent computer before I start recording my steering wheel. I don't know, maybe. Yes, no, I'm gonna want a steering. I'm gonna want my new computer before I start recording my steering wheel gaming sessions. But that's going to be multi-terabyte because the quality of the image is going to be significantly larger. So I'm going. Oh, hello! I need to. Easy. I need to get over. So yes, I'm probably going to need a massive multi-terabyte hard drive for my higher definition stream and YouTube videos. So I don't know why I've suddenly got all concentratey. Making my own words up. So I'm going to want plug-in and plug-and-play multi-terabyte hard drives. Now, obviously, the internal ones are cheaper than the external ones. Ooh, I don't want to leave. I want to stay on this side. So that should work out for me, because although the external ones are relatively cheap. The other good thing about an internal hard drive is the connections to it are swifter. I've got a USB 3 external hard drive which I save all of these videos to, but the trouble is it's plugging into a USB 2 connection, so all the speed benefits of USB 3 are completely wasted because this laptop's. I mean, USB 2 is fantastic given what I'm working with, but I've got a USB 3 hard drive that's capable of so much more. But even USB 3 is not as fast as a SATA connection. So, yeah, I wish I was working with a faster computer, but you work with what you've got. And given that what I've got is a laptop, I'm extremely grateful. There it is, that yellow cursed barrier, which cars just sort of drive through and I can't. Why can't I go down that road? Why? This is a very incoherent half of this video. This is very incoherent. I would love to have some kind of gaming complete rig. I mean, I've got a wheel stand and that's fantastic, but I would like to have the seat that goes with it. But obviously that is very much accommodation dependent. So I can't go ahead and, and buy one of these rigs because it might never come out of the box when I get back to when we finally buy a house. We might only have space for we might have a small living room. Given that, whoa, concentrating far too much on the tea and not enough on the road ahead. Our priorities are a big shower and a big kitchen. This is our conclusion. We've discovered that we kind of need a big kitchen because my wife does a lot of baking, and we need a bathroom with a big shower because it's very, very uncomfortable. I'm a big fella. I'm 6'4". When I say big, I mean tall. I'm not fat or anything. I've got a pot, but I'm not fat. But I'm 6'4", and we need to have a shower that fits me and my 5'9" wife. And because I obviously 6'4" means I've got long arms. My elbow bends at a greater distance than my wife's, so I find I'm very, very uncomfortable in a small shower. Oh, hello, another loan instalment. So as I said before, when you do the longer journeys, the loan instalments come out more frequently in the journeys. And I am the breadwinner in this little company of ours, so hello, what we're coming out roadworks. Because I've got a longer reach, I need a larger footprint for the shower, which means a bigger shower. So what we'll probably end up doing is if we buy a place, we'll buy a place that we can easily plumb a shower into and get rid of the bath, because neither of us use baths. We haven't had a bath in New Zealand. We've had showers every day. A bath is just a complete waste of space. It's a waste of water, and it's a waste of time. I want a decent shower that gets warm immediately, that provides a good amount of water in a large area. That's not making any sense here. So we can have actually the footprint for a big shower is smaller than the footprint for a medium-sized bath. So we could probably get away with a small bathroom, but our priority will be getting a big shower into that bathroom, which might mean building work. So, small bathroom has to have an electric shower in it. While we're waiting for the money to fit a good-sized shower in. Obviously, the bathroom layout can be completely different once we've got a big shower in. But I need a big shower. I need a shower, and it needs to be big, and it needs to be useful. That said, my gaming rig will be a lower priority. A dedicated seat for driving games will be a lower priority. Just because I don't know, I won't buy a rig until I know the house we bought, because whatever house we'll be in for a number of years. We won't be able to afford to move immediately. We just won't be able to. So I've got to make do. So yes, also I'm possibly going to be made redundant, so I've got to take that into account. And I want the rig the rig's got to last me 5 years, so Aalborg's has an elephant as its logo. No. What the heck? Okay, SES. Okay, map. Bring the map up. Why is it taking me over there? Okay, that is an error which I need to log with ProMods, because this is their map. Yes, that's not a complaint to SES. That is just if you can give them an example of when something's going wrong, they're grateful, because it means they can fix their game. Yeah, it's not the first time that's happened to me. That's a glitch, because it shouldn't make you peel off the motorway to continue the journey. So we're not too far from our destination. We've got another ferry ride, which is the Herschels, which we're very close to, and then so we're quite close. Kristiansand is the final destination, and it's the port that we're going into from Herschels. So speed limit. I bet you there's a camera. I love that they periodically pop roadworks in. That's just makes you feel, as a Brit, it makes me feel at home, because pretty much every motorway I go on at some point has roadworks somewhere. Because they don't build them properly, and then they don't repair them properly. They always go for the cheap option, and the cheap option always ends up costing money in the end. The short-sightedness of British politicians never ceases to amaze me. They will never do anything that will take longer than 5 years, because they want to take credit for it, and they're worried that they might not be in office when it's successful. Just ask Ken Livingstone. Ken Livingstone was a big promoter of the London Olympics. He was there at the beginning of it, but he was a disaster for London in many other ways. And then, of course, when the Olympics happened, his political rival, Boris Johnson, was in power, and so Boris took credit for everything. Anybody who knows anything about London knows that Boris had nothing to do with it. So he's an entertaining chap to watch. Very entertaining, but he had nothing to do with the Olympics. And for all his whiff-waffs coming home nonsense, he wasn't. The Olympics were already. The Olympics bid was already massively underway by the time that he was there. I can't remember which city it was now where they held the draw for the London Olympics. But it was already underway. The bid was already undertaken before he. Well, let's check. I'm not turning off. No, I'm not turning off. Good. I can ignore that queue. Actually, is that queue just trying to join this road? Yeah, I think this narrows to one lane. An IKEA lorry. That's funny. I've not seen that before. That's funny. Right, I probably have to slow down. I think there's a speed limit and a speed camera, so let's get ourselves down to a slower speed. 50k, yeah. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, we've discovered Herschels. A new discovery, peeps. We've discovered Herschels, and we've done it because that's the way we had to go. Actually, yeah, I don't think Herschels has got any discoverables, so we will just sail on through. But we discovered Herschels because we had to drive through it to get to. So I don't know whether I lost that part of it's difficult because I don't know what I said in the hour that I've lost. But one of the things that I have said is that I am not going to wander off piste to get okay, where do we have to go to pick the ferry up? Do we have to go left? Where do we go? I think we have to go around. Okay, yes. I think I know where we're going. We're going through that little gap and then round. No, we're not. Yes, we go through here. Now, careful to slow down because I've received damage trying to race. It's caught on the barrier. I've received damage trying to race over those ferry and ramps, and it's a nightmare. Right, we're nearly to the delivery point. I don't think we will bust into level 11. Alright. Kristiansand. It's Kristiansand. We won't get any sleep, but we don't need it. We had our rest when we went from Felixstowe to Esbjerg. So, let's go. Let's rock. Let's drop our cargo off, and we'll be back to my disastrous parking. I wonder, will we see some disastrous parking? And Kristiansand. Kristiansand. I hope that's how you pronounce it. I always get a little confused when I'm at these ferry ports as to which way they intend you to go. Some of them give you a sign, and some of them don't. But I think I'm alright here. If we turn right, head towards that exit, that should link us up with the road. And then we just head round the corner and we're good. So yes, I made the choice that I wouldn't. I remember when I first started this particular series, we were making diversions to go and find cities, and I played a large chunk of this game in a different profile while I was on holiday, but I didn't my private profile, which is not my YouTube profile, my Keyboard Road Warrior profile. And I did a lot of this picking up of towns, and then it became difficult for me to remember where I'd driven to with a load and where I'd just driven through in order to get the discoverables. And while you need to pick up these recruitment agents and the truck dealerships, although I think, to be honest, the truck dealerships, once you've got all of the major dealers with a large dealership, I think finding the dealerships becomes less and less important. And I think the dealership that we have got, whoa, nearly shot through a red light there. Yeah, I think that's a Mercedes dealership ahead. What we'll do is we'll go and discover it, and then we'll go and drop our load off, because I think we've got bags of time. Where are we? 21 hours, 23 minutes, and yeah, 21 hours to drop it. We could literally drive every road on this little map of Kristiansand and still get back in fact, we could go to another city. It's a MAN dealership, there you go. It's a MAN dealership, so we've discovered a MAN dealership. So we'll follow the road around, and then we will drop the load off. Yeah, I know, we're going the wrong way, map. You can see the little map is going bonkers because it wants us to go a different route. Oh, no, it's caught up now, that's good. So, where are we? That's actually worked out quite well because we're not crossing traffic in order to get to Postspeed. That always makes me laugh, Postspeed. Right, and let's find out where. Oh, this is an interesting style of depot. I've not delivered in a depot. Oh, maybe I have actually. Yeah, I think. Yeah, this depot reminds me a little bit, yeah, of the one where you can sort of line it up a little bit, but not massively. So if I go over, I should be able to line it up just a little bit, right? Yeah, this is not going to be a first time. I need it to straighten up and then get over. And yeah, give it a little bit more. No, it's too much speed. This is going to be a 3 or 4, I can see it now. Yep, I knew it. Damn it. No, completely the wrong direction. I'm having my usual disaster at parking. Oh no, I don't want to do anything while I'm rotating the wheel. Crikey, no. Let's get that wheel over, get a little bit of opposite lock, and then straighten it up a little bit. You've got to have patience and do this slowly. If you try and speed in... There we go. We're in. What did we get? We got an excellent... We did a mere 806 kilometers, so that'll be reflected in our XP. We got 11! We got 11! This means that when we, on our next video, we'll have a skill point to apply, and we'll have some vehicle upgrades to look at. So 806k, 32 hours and 24 minutes of in-game time, 358.2 litres of fuel, £16,610, proficiency level 10 bonus of 2,491, a long distance delivery bonus of £735, a fragile cargo bonus of £735, 806 XP, 201 XP for long distance, 177 XP for fragile cargo, and a 45 XP bonus for parking. So we got £20,571, 1,229 XP. We are level 11, a skilled worker. We've got 14,264 XP, and we need 16,000 to get to level 12. We've made it to level 11. We're rocketing through these levels. This is fantastic. We are still less than 10% of the, I think the highest level you can get to is 150, so we're less than 10%. But we're getting there. We had a good journey. We didn't crash. We didn't do anything stupid. We didn't make any major mistakes, and hopefully we didn't lose this video. So if you've made it to this point, having watched the whole video, thank you very much. Aside from having fun playing this game, you're the reason I'm recording them and putting them on YouTube. If this helps you get into the game in any way, then I'm grateful. If you enjoy these videos, then I'm grateful. And until the next video, I'll see you on the road.